Hey tubers! In this video, I will be telling you everything you need to know about the Japanese aviator hat. It was a very important part of the Japanese pilot at the time. A lot of people quite often question on why kamikazes would wear a helmet before a suicide attack, as it would be a waste of resources. But on the contrary, the aviator hat had many purposes. These hats were introduced by the Japanese government in 1930, right after the Imperial Japanese Army Air Force was established in 1925. These hats were made out of leather with different tones of brown. Right on the forehead, you can find the 5-point star, which represented the Japanese army. The hat had very large ear flaps and could also be strapped to the chin. The aviator hat had already become quite popular in the 20th century. One of the purposes of the hat was to keep the pilot warm during cold weathers, and possibly flying with the cockpit open. Pilots would also wear goggles to protect eye against oil spills and better view when flying. The hat had also big ear cups with holes for radio communication. Another important purpose of the hat was to protect the pilot's head from getting knocked around during turbulence and high-speed maneuvering. The hachimaki and scarf was also introduced for trapping sweat from the forehead in cold temperatures. There were two different types of hats. One for the winter time, they had rabbit's fur inside, which were extremely warm, and another one without it for the summertime. The US had also a leather version during World War II. The leather aviator hat came to an end after the development of the hard helmet that had the goggles also incorporated after the war.